I guess
we just start. Yep.
So hello everyone. This is our PowerPoint on sustainability, and basically, since we're all 10th graders, our project outline was just finding a problem related to global warming and then finding a solution. So starting out, for my project, I focused on food waste because food waste is a large cause of methane and just greenhouse gas emissions. And one fact that I thought was like really startling is 1.3 billion tons of food is lost or wasted annually. And that 1.3 billion can contribute up to 10% of all greenhouse gas emissions. And composting, when done correctly, can reduce the emissions from food waste because all of the methane and greenhouse gas will go into the actual soil in order to enrich the soil. And overall, it's just a better alternative to letting it rot in a garbage dump, which is why it releases that methane gas. And another thing that I did not put up here is that it can harm the biodiversity because predators and prey can eat the food waste, which can poison them, and it can also start harming the balance in the food chain. But my discussion question is, do you reuse food scraps for anything?
Okay, great presentation, Hannah. Sorry, I'm just here to check that all the Dugong students are here. Let's see, Stacy, Regina, and Vivian, we're all here, right? Okay, yeah, great question, Hannah. 你们有回收厨余吗？我们在台湾有要分别我们的垃圾吗？ That's Hannah's question. You can try to respond. That's Hannah's question.
We reuse food scraps to feed pigs. Yeah.
Yes. Great response, Stacy. Very good. Yeah, that's right. There's I think there's two kinds though, right? At least at my apartment, we have one box for pigs, and what's the other box for? Do you know? Is there something like that at your place? No, really? Okay, for my house, I don't know, maybe my house is weird. We have the one box is for like the leftovers, and that goes to the pigs, and then there's also compost, right? Like 植物, like for growing plants, right? Okay. Sorry, I won't interfere anymore, but it looks like everybody's here. Great presentation, Hannah. Okay, y'all have fun.
I guess we can move on.
Okay, so this is my slide. I was part of the same project in and I chose to focus on deforestation. So deforestation is a pretty big problem. There are about 10 million hectares of forest is cut down each year, which is about 27 soccer fields a minute. So that's not good. So some of the ways that you can prevent deforestation deforestation has been prevented through is like the Forest Act in our country, which is designed to limit the deforestation, the creation of national parks, and limits on the production of like tree-based products like palm oil, which is linked to deforestation in a lot of countries. So my group sort of focused on like an open letter to show to the government to try to convince them to make a policy to help prevent this. And then sort of as my discussion question, it's how can you see the effects of deforestation in your country? Do we want to move on here? Or...
I don't think they answered or they heard your question.
Oh, okay. So my discussion question was, how can you see the effects of deforestation in your country?
I think her headset might not work.
Do you mean that where I can see that is from news or another? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. The question is mean that where I can see, for example, is from news or another resources. Yeah, of course from news or some TV shows. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Let's we'll move on.
Okay, so the problem my group decided to focus on was rapid urbanization. We chose to focus on this because rapid urbanization is becoming a larger and larger problem in our communities as we use more and more resources. And as populations are getting denser, we're also releasing more CO2 emissions. So in order to fix this, we can't exactly unurbanize because people are so used to the convenience of having everything within their reach that it's too late now to go back to a more rural way of living for the majority. So to fix this, me and my group have decided to focus on improving our cities to release less emissions and be more environmentally friendly. Some examples of how we did this are by using permeable pavement and vertical farming to reduce CO2 emissions and to reduce runoff from rainwater. And then my discussion question was, how does urbanization affect the areas that you guys live in?
Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. My hometown has some mild air pollution. There are some there are mild air pollution. Air pollution. Mild air pollution 是吧？
好，你问他们有没有听到？
好，谢谢。
这样。
选的时候不知道他们有听到。
那你再讲一次，你就问有没有他有没有听到？My answer. 等下。
We have mild air pollution there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay.
We'll move on to Barry.
So, our group chose to focus on how we plug in like electricity. Plugging in is like basically how we use electricity and just how efficiently we use it. Sorry, let me go to my question was how much electricity do you like use in a day? Like, do you like watch television? Like, how many appliances do you use with electricity in a day?
Can you repeat your question again?
Like, how much electricity do you like think you use per day?
要问我们用多少电？对，每天用多少电？可是我不知道我每天用多少电。I just don't actually know. We don't actually know. 你听得到我讲话吗？
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. That's all of our presentations, but does anybody have any questions?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, it's our turn to show you something. Do you know this? Can you? It's a U-bike. It's the video show that electric bike. This and we have one question for you. Can you see? 这个很透哎，那干他们看不到。这样他们看得到吗？
有点雾，但是看得到一点点。
看到。
要不然你不要，
要不然
我不知道它好画。
怎样？ 对，要怎样啊？让家文跟我们念一遍。啊，他们不知道，他们不回答怎么办啊？我这个，他们听不懂。对啊，
清楚吗？
这个就是罗马拼音的地方很清楚。
哦，对对对，如果他们不知道，你就说，Is it clear? Do you want me to repeat the question in English? 然后就简单的讲一下，好不好？
So, does it clear? You can see it. This question. Oh, so, can you answer the question? Just yes or no? 等一下，这个好那个哦，我不会调，这。
So
does this
I don't think
ask you,
we
like, do we have a
fully
mic?
understand all the characters in the question.
就是
有没有回答？
没有，他们不知道我们在问什么。
他们不知道有没有？
不知道我们在问什么。租借的脚踏车的。
就是Can you？
这个的英文。
哦 ，Do you have bicycles for renting in the US?
Do you have bicycle for renting in America?
So we do. A lot of times it's not typically used as a main source of transportation, but we do have bicycles for renting.
Okay, thank you. Can you repeat after me, please? Chinese. It's 微笑单车 in Chinese. So you repeat after me.
Okay, so 微笑单车.
Yes. Good. Okay. And do you know this one? Is 这叫什么 ？Solar board. 他们听得懂吗？应该我查一下。This is our question. Can you understand or? Okay, ask use solar panel. Uh, 上课会不会讲到是读 you 吗？那这上课会不会讲到啊？太阳能板。Okay. Will it be discussed in your class?
Are you asking if we discuss solar panels in our class? Or okay. Yeah. So we discuss solar panels a lot because they're a viable renewable energy source, so we talk about it a lot in class typically.
Thank you. 换你叫他们跟你一起念太阳能板。
我要举线了。
就说。
And can you repeat after me? 太阳能板。
It's solar panels Chinese. You repeat after her.
Okay, so 太
阳能板。
太阳。
你继续，他们还没有学。你继续念太阳能板，他们还没有念。
Okay. Or not.
他们还没有跟着你一起。
可能后面搜寻不好。
你在念太阳能板，让我们跟你一起。
Okay, so.
刚刚他叫我们，又叫他们一起念同你再讲一次。
So 太阳能板 is okay.
Okay, Taiyang or my.
太阳
Could you say a
能
little
板
slower?
Okay.
太
阳
阳太阳能板
Taiyang nan ban.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Do
Good,
you
good, good.
know 太阳 is mean sun in Chinese? 太阳 is mean sun. Yes. And 要他问一下。
哎，这什么？那叫什么？看到吗？
你要
看到。
先给他们看图片。
哦，个图片。这什么？他们看到吗？看到吧？
可以。
然后嘞？
然后你问后面的问题。
会有很多人去搭捷运吗？
英文，他们听不懂。
怎么念啊？
Is there are there many people take MRT in America?
So in our bigger cities, yes, but in the areas that we live in, there's not a lot because we don't have a lot of them around here.
Oh, okay. 我还要问这个这怎么念啊？这怎么念词？So we have some question to ask you. The first question is, do you have driver's lessons? Yes. You all have
I have
driver's
a driver's
license.
license.
Okay.
我操！
Almost.
How old do you have to get a driver license in your country?
16.
Yeah, 16.
Would you like to own a gas-powered scooter or car or any electric one? Why? Why? Would you like to own a car or scooter?
Car.
Car? And how about others?
I'm gonna agree with Matthew. I'd also prefer a car.
Yeah, a car too. It's mostly because a lot of the distances that my family has to drive are very long.
Okay, thank you.
And I want to ask you some questions. The first one is, have you borrowed a bike from a bike sharing service?
I have not. I've rented a bike before, but I haven't borrowed it.
Okay, thank you.
I did one time downtown,
Okay.
and it was nice.
I have not, mostly because it's not really available in my town.
Okay, thank you.
Good.
And besides bicycles and motorcycles, what other kinds of one-person form of transport do you see in your community?
So there's not much else in our community, so it's typically cars, bikes, walking, running, scooters. I mean, occasionally people will go with like skateboards and rollerblades, but not much else.
Yeah.
Have skateboard.
So could you repeat that?
Have skateboard.
Skateboard. It's people use skateboard in our community.
Oh, a lot of people do. I don't myself, but a lot of people do.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, good job. So you guys are all present well, right? If you
Yeah.
have any question, you need to ask your pen pal to get information for your book. Hurry up, almost done. Okay, let me go check the other group. Okay, good job, guys. Good job. 再见，再见。
不要啊，他们还有，OK，I want to ask some question also. What kind of public transit run in your area? Like bus, subway, or other stuff?
So like what kind of public transportation do we use in our area? So in bigger cities there are subways and like buses. In our area there's really only buses, but I ride a bus to school every day. And that's generally one of the main public transportation in our area.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't usually ride buses, but yeah, like Matthew said, they are available in our communities. Other than that, there's not really any sort of public transport in these smaller communities like Dayton and Kettering.
Eh, 这个有问过吗？这个有问过吗？
哪一个？
这个
这个吗？
这个。
没有。
Does your school use solar panels or any other renewable energy sources?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I don't think that our I don't think our school uses those kinds of energy.
A lot of people in nearby communities will use solar panels on their homes, but like Yellow Springs, but not our school.
Your hair is good. It's very cool. I like it.
那
要结束了吗？要结束了吗？
对，你们还没好吗？
该算好了。
算好了吗？对啊，那就说 Let's go back to the big。
哦，这个是要问。
可是要下课了，所以没关系。
哦。
Okay.
就是说 happy to talk to you. My pleasure to talk to you. So let's go back to the。
怎么讲啊？要讲我
就是说I think it's about time.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I think it's about time.
why
So
don't we go back to the
so
photo there.
so let's go to the
有吗？要讲有吧？
let's go to the big room and take a group photo.
Bye bye.